Good afternoon, everyone. Today is November 25. The Bids and Awards Committee of Southern Leyte First DEO is now convening for the private conference for one good. 25 GIL 0078. But before we proceed, Back Secretariat, will you please conduct a roll call, please?
Good afternoon, everyone. Present for today's pre-bid conference are the following: Ronaldo V. Quinazo,
Present.
Claudine Jean M. Arnaiz, Dennis E. Orais, Jose Roberto K. Rich, and Maida B. Labolabo. For Back DPWH, Clarence M. Romo, Aimee A. Pilare, Luz Viminda A. Arnaiz, Joselito D. Alteveros III, and Roderick A. Rojas. For Back Secretariat, Micah Marie C. Ramos, and yours truly, Lindale P. Saavedra. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Lindell. So we have a quorum, no? So let us proceed to the private conference proper, the 25 GIL 0078, purchase of fuel, oil, LPG, and lubricant to be used and refueling and maintenance of heavy equipment and motor vehicles for the DPWH Southern Leyte First District Engineering Office. The ABC is amounting to 7,994,720 pesos only. So for the eligibility requirements, please, TW, will you please discuss? Please, play the video, press the regarding the eligibility requirement.
For the eligibility requirements, we have Class A documents, legal documents, valid Philjust registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages, as per DPWH Resolution Number 15, Series of 2021. Technical documents, we have statement of the prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules with certificate of acceptance. Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board or PCAB license or special PCAB license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. Original copy of bid security in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period, or original copy of notarized bill securing declaration and project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' key personnel, example, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, or under purchase agreements supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. List of contractors' minimum material testing equipment as per DEO 11 Series of 2017. Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement, and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of a joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For the financial documents, the prospective bidder's audited financial statement showing, among others, the prospective bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, stamped received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institutions for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity, or NFCC. For Class B documents or for joint venture, valid joint venture agreement,
and if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case of the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instance that the bid is successful. Please take note that for manual submission of bids, the technical documents is preferably book-bounded. The contents of technical documents are preferably numbered, paginated consecutively in the right-hand top margin, and signed below page number by a duly authorized representative for both manual and electronic submission of bids. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the required checklist is a ground for outright rejection or non-complying of the bid. For the submission and receipt of bids, so here are the contents of the second envelope or financial proposal. Original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. Original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. Duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with a bid, and cash flow by quarter. Please take note that for manual submission of bids, the financial documents is preferably book-bounded. The contents of financial documents are preferably numbered, paginated consecutively at the right top margin, and signed below page number by duly authorized representative for both manual and electronic submission of the bids. Any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient documents in the required checklist is a ground for outright rejection or non-complying of the bid. So here are the common reasons for rejection of bids, ineligibility, and post-disqualification of bidders. Failure to submit the original copy of the surety bond certified by the Insurance Commission indicating the name of project, the procuring entity, and name of contractor. Shorter bid validity and bid security validity period. Overlapping of pledged equipment and committed key technical personnel, failure to indicate the validity of bid in the bid form, and late submission of bid. We also have failure to submit supporting documents, example, certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project if equipment pledge is to be leased or purchased. Negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of 2 or more contracts. Unsatisfactory CPES rating. Here are the common errors in the submission of bids. Single proprietor, signatory should be the owner or proprietor only. For corporation or cooperative, the Board of Secretaries certificate and board resolution. For joint venture resolution or agreement. For partnership, as indicated in the Articles of Partnership. For the bid security, the bid validity period is 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. For the bid security validity period, it's 120 calendar days from the date of submission of bids. So the bidder shall submit a bid securing declaration or any form of bid security enumerated below. So we have cash or cashier's or manager's check issued by a universal or commercial bank, bank draft guarantee or irrevocable LC issued by a universal or commercial bank. So the amount of bid security for the mentioned items, not less than percentage of the ABC, is 2%. For surety bond callable upon demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security is 5%. For the bid evaluation, the financial component of the bids of each past bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus determine the correct total calculated bid prices. The bank shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. So here are the following factors to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices. So for completeness, no price in required item, non-responsive, indicating a 0 or a dash, free to the government. All prices are deemed to include all taxes. Bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ, shall be considered non-responsive. For arithmetical corrections, bid prices and figures versus words, words prevail. For total price per item versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual sum prevails. Unit cost and detailed estimate versus unit cost and BOQ, BOQ prevails. If above ABC, it is disqualified. For post-qualification, verification, validation, and ascertainment of statements made and documents submitted, we have the legal requirements, licenses, certificates, permits, agreements, and exclusion in any blacklist. For technical requirements, we have key personal minimum work experience requirements should be satisfied, availability and commitment of major construction equipment, failure of the prospective bidder to state the complete technical description of the pledged equipment in a specific location, whether owned, leased, or under purchase agreement, shall result in the bidder's automatic post-disqualification for award of contract and forfeiture of its bid security as per DEO number 58, the series of 2012. For technical requirements, performance in ongoing government and private contracts, negative slippage of at least 15% in any one project, or negative slippage of at least 10% in each of two or more contracts. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works and complete ongoing contracts in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and deficiencies. Failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificates of acceptance in the prescribed date after receipt of the notice of defects and failures. Substandard quality of works or unsatisfactory performance per contract per conditions at the term of inspection. DO number 127, series of 2018, strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of the post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with DPWH. Authenticity and correctness of bid security, financial requirements, bid price proposal, and NFCC. So here are the notes on the personal and equipment requirements of the project as per DO number 9, series of 2012, or technical requirements for civil works projects for public bidding. If a proposed key technical personnel is an employee of the bidder and working on another project at the same time of the bidding, the bidder shall submit a certification that one personnel will be pulled out from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded to the contract, and 2, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. Also, the bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded in a contract under bidding. These certifications shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. Also, to be verified during post-qualification is the set of equipment pledged by the bidder. The bidder should specify in the submitted bid the location of the equipment where they can be inspected, and if any equipment is not in the specified location, then the bidder shall be post-disqualified. So for the contract award, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid, as a result of the detailed evaluation and post-qualification conducted. Contract award should be made within the bid validity period. Subcontracting is not allowed.
.0078, the purchase of fuel, oil, LPG, and lubricants to be used in the refueling, maintenance of heavy equipment and motor vehicles of the Department of Public Works and Highways, Southern Leyte District Engineering Office, using the open competitive bidding procedures using non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as specified in the IRR of RA 12009 or the new Government Procurement Act. The delivery of goods is required within 120 calendar days. Bidders should have completed at least 1 year from the date of submission and receipt of bids. Contracts similar to the project. The description of an eligible bidder is contained in the bidding documents, particularly in Section 2, Instructions to Bidders. The bidding will be conducted through competitive bidding procedures using a non-discretionary pass-fail criterion as specified in the IRR of RA 12009. The bidding is restricted to Filipino citizens or sole proprietorships, partnerships or organizations with at least 60% interest or outstanding capital stock belonging to citizens of the Philippines, and to citizens or organizations of a country the laws or regulations of which grant similar rights or privileges to Filipino citizens pursuant to RA 5183. Then for interested bidders, may obtain further information from Department of Public Works and Highways, Southern Leyte District Engineering, Southern Leyte 1st District Engineering Office, and inspect the bidding documents at the address given below from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. A complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on November 18 to 19, 2025 from the address given below upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the GPPB in the amount of 10,000 pesos for ABC above 5 million up to 10 million. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System or PhilGIPS and the website of the procuring entity, provided that bidders shall pay the applicable fee of the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. The bids must be duly received by the Bids and Awards Committee Secretariat through manual submission at the office address indicated below on or before December 9, 2025 at 10 a.m. Late bids shall not be accepted. All bids must be accompanied by a bid security in any of the applicable form in the amount stated in ITB Clause 16.1. The bid opening shall be on December 9, 2025 at 10 a.m. at DPWH Bidding Room, DPWH Southern Leyte 1st District Engineering Office, Ruperto K. Canglion Street, Porok Victory, Barangay Ibarra, Maasin City, Southern Leyte. 1st District Engineering Office, Ruperto K. Canglion Street, Porok Victory, Barangay Ibarra, Maasin City, or Ronaldo B. Kinasubak, Chairperson, DPWH Southern Leyte 1st District Engineering Office, at Ruperto K. Canglion Street, Porok Victory, Barangay Ibarra, Maasin City, through email address boxled@yahoo.com. Or you may visit the following websites for downloading of bidding documents: https://www.dpwh/business/procurement/gs/advertisement, or https://www.notices.philgips.gov.ph. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Raimi. So is there any clarifications? About the rest of the back members, is there any clarifications? So there is none. May I require our Secretariat to give us advance information?
For the schedule of opening for this 25 JIL 078 will be on December 9, 2025 at 10:01 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Maika. Anything else? There's none. Any motion? There's a motion, and
I second the motion.
duly seconded by Engineer Antivirus. So our private conference is hereby adjourned at 2:41 p.m. That's all. And see you for the next activity. When will be that? December 9? Okay. Thank you, everyone.